Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the Got Whips podcast. It is Friday, January 24th. This is episode 105. I had to look again. Anyways, we are a multi-craftual podcast. Um, yeah, this is our corner of the internet where we talk about our crafts. So my name is Heather. I'm coming to you from Southern California, and all of our links will be down below.
Hey everybody, I'm Nicci. I'm coming to you from central Wisconsin.
Yes, we are best friends that live thousands of miles away from each other. It's okay. It's fine. We deal. Uh,
It is what it is at this
it is
point.
what it is. We do what we can. Um, so yeah, we're gonna start off the podcast with our knitting objects. Well, Nikki's knitting objects because I did not knit anything. Um, and then we'll go with our normal or what has become our normal strand of topics.
Yep. And a reminder that we do run a Zoom, crafting Zoom on Sundays from 6 to 8 Central Time
Mhm.
and on Wednesdays from 6 to 8 Central Time.
Yes.
So, and all those links again will be down below. And a reminder of right before the knitting here, we did a start along. I won't say that we're running a cal. I'll say we started a start along of the Night and Day cowl by Andrea Mowry with everything detailed in our Ravelry group is also linked down below.
Yes.
So I'm supposed to start with knitting. That's right. So I will start with the Night and Day cowl. I finally started it and I remembered to bring it all with me.
Hmm.
Hope I don't knock it off the needles now. Okay. So I started this. Of course it's going to curl. But it's knit on the bias and you knit it flat and then you seam it together. And I'm loving how it's working out right now. The yarn is from Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. And so this one here is it's all DK, both of them are the DK sock yarn. And this one is Ragamuffin. And I just love that name. So there's that one. And then this one is Blackberries. So those are the two. Whoop! And there goes the one ball.
She throws it on the floor.
Well, it happens. And I
Feeling
could,
it treats your yarn.
if I could have a longer cable on this, it would be great. I mean, typically I have like the shortest cables, and Heather's yelling at me because you can't see.
Well,
And
yeah, because you have like 20 stitches rubbed on a freaking
I put stoppers, guys. And let's talk about these for a minute. If you know, you know, but I absolutely love Highland cows. And look at I blame Stephanie for telling me about these at Joann's. So of course I had to go get them.
I'm just glad you have stoppers on them.
Yeah, I know. I used to always have stoppers and I used to use them and then I stopped and like my muscle bird, I'll talk about next. This goes with me always in the car. Never have them on here. Little needles, stitches could go everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my muscle burl hat that I'm sure you guys have seen 900 times, but last time you saw it, I was down here at the reindeer. And so I got a couple inches. I got out of the ribbing, the twisted ribbing. There's the other end. So soon,
Finally.
soon it shall be a hat.
Mm-hmm.
This yarn is all Arkansas Yarn Co.
Yeah,
This is
that's
a fresh start from um on her signature sparkle base. And this is just leftover from a different hat I had made.
so that's what I was gonna say. The we went over this last podcast and I did look up the name of the green.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want it, it's on last podcast in when she's talking about that. And the speckle that she's using is no longer available because it is a 2019
Yep.
New Year's colorway that Lori did. But the green is I did it's on the screen of last episode. I just don't know what it is right now. For one,
You didn't tell
I,
me, so I didn't remember.
I want to say it's like forest or something like that.
Probably. So that is all the knitting.
Yes, because I don't have any because I and that's the thing. Like, oh, it just if there was a little thing that happened there. I don't know what happened. Um, I should put knitting in my purse, and I just don't. I on my lunch.
Especially for your Uber rides.
Well, my Uber rides aren't anything, but I was thinking for my lunch ride or for my lunch time,
Yeah.
instead of scrolling on my phone, I could be knitting.
See, and I do this on my 10-minute breaks at 2 to 10. I have two 10-minute breaks, and I my second break is the only time I knit on this at work, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Well, I have a 15 and an hour lunch, so
I wish I had an hour lunch. I have 30 minutes.
it's very boring,
But
which
I
is
feel like
why.
I'm like hurrying up to like warm up the food and then like shovel the food in and then hurry up and get back to work.
Oh no, yesterday I was sitting in the back trying to figure out what I wanted to eat for lunch. I'm sitting there texting Hector and he's eating and I was like, "Oh, that looks good. I'm trying to figure out what I want for lunch." And he's like, "You have plenty of options." And I was like, "I know, that's the thing. I have too many options." So I sit there and like,
Yeah, it's a hit or miss. Like either you have too many options or you don't have any options like me.
yeah. And so like I went out, got something for lunch, came back, ate it, and I still had 20 minutes.
Wow.
I was like, yeah. So anyways, so we're crossing into the cross stitch land. If that is not for you or you want to skip ahead to what I'm assuming are Nicci's acquisitions, because I don't have any acquisitions, that's fine. Or if you want to skip ahead to life update, I don't know what we're going to talk about in update, but it might be something fun.
It might.
Then you can skip ahead. There will be titles on the top of the screen to notate what section we're in if you're skipping ahead. I don't know how to do the chapters, or I would do the chapters.
I don't know how to do it either because Heather does that part.
I want to say it has something to do with when you input it into the description of YouTube, but like I don't know. I don't know. I might I
We'll
might
research at one
I
point.
might research that. So into cross stitch land, and if you're leaving us, goodbye. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for coming in and checking us out.
Yes.
Where are we going? Are we going whips? Are we going FOs? What are we doing?
She acts like this isn't our 105th time doing this.
Fine. Here's the FO. This was a start and a finish since the last one. So this was Dino Ornament number 2.
Mhm.
And so I got that one started and finished the first, I don't know, couple days since the last podcast.
Within the first week.
And then,
Show the other one because you have it on that fabric too.
oh, the first,
I mean, it's an older whip, but I just like it.
there's Dino number 1 and there's
It's a
Dino number 2.
Christmas tree. I like
So I
it.
have 2 more to do.
Okay, now
So
you can go on.
then, let's see, what did I do next? I don't know what I did next. We're just going to go with it. I finished the Year of the Dragon because this week we have to start the Year of the Snake on the 29th. So I went and I got him all done.
I don't like her.
You love me. And then right here is where I stuck in our year.
Oh, okay. I can see it.
I wanted to hide it and I didn't want it like underneath. So I hid it right in there. So I think he turned out really cute.
He's cute.
So he is done. I'm looking for a frame now for him. And
Mm,
then I decided that, I wanted to keep finishing things. So I pulled out my Prairie Schooler Santa and I finished him.
he looks so good.
And I actually put the year of what Prairie Schooler was.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So maybe on the back, I'll put like a tag or something that, with the year that I actually finished it. But I thought that right for them, I thought that the actual year of the Santa that they were was better. So this one is I'm gonna give it to Justin because he was born in 1984.
Mhm.
And then, I was on a roll finishing. So I pull out another one and I worked and worked and worked on it. And I got
Oh
my
my God.
green done. I don't know if Heather knew about this one.
I did not.
So I got this one done.
Wow. That's a lot of pink.
It is. So I don't know who I'm going to give this to,
Your
but
mother.
I've
What do
decided that
you
I want to
mean?
redo this one. And I
Mm-hmm.
think I want to make the Christmas tree purple. Hear me out. I want to make the
Mm-hmm.
tree purple.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to do teal and silver for the bolt for the ornaments and black and for the bows, ornaments, and presents. So the whole reason why
Mm-hmm.
is because my stepdad, who passed away from cancer,
Mm-hmm.
the one year he got me and at the time I was just my best friend's dad,
Mm-hmm.
and he got us a purple Christmas tree and decorated it.
Hmm.
So in
That's
memory of him,
sweet.
I want to do a purple tree with those colors for me and Justin to have this one up. So yeah, I don't know. I might give it to Sheila. I might put it in a frame and give it to Sheila to hang in her bedroom next year.
Oh, that'd be
She
nice.
also is pink. So, and I did not put the year on this. I think for this one, I am going to buy the charm, like
Mm-hmm.
2025 charms, and put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
So those are all my finishes. I tried so hard for one more finish. And if I would have got decent amounts of sleep in the last couple days, but my husband's gone on a work trip, so the dog's not allowing us to sleep. I tried really hard to shock you with another one. I came so close. Oh, this needle's gonna go flying. Hold on one second. I even took it out of the hoop for you. My cousin's piece for Courtney.
Mm. Oh my
I'm
God.
under 200 stitches.
You're almost done.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I tried. I tried. I failed, but I
Finish
tried.
it today.
Yeah. Okay. I really did try on that one.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I will let you go for a little while because
Okay, so cousins was your first
yep.
whip. Okay. So I know you said that you're going to be doing most of the talking, and that's probably still true, but I have to explain.
Go for it.
So, as you guys know, we're working on we have started the Packer gnomes. We've said many times that there are other gnomes that we want to stitch, and so yeah, that's no surprise. So, sorry, reaching. I I don't know what happened. It might have been an Instagram post. It might have been just my own intuition. Opening day for the baseball season is March 28th. March 28th. I'm pretty sure. I've been saying this for a month, for like 3 weeks now. But let me just double check because now I'm unsure myself. Yes, March 28th. So I want to have my Green Bay Packer gnome done before that. So I decided that I was going to pull it out and I was going to stitch on it. So I stitched on this for 3 days since our last episode on mostly Sundays. I think one of them was a little bit on a Saturday. So technically, I think it was 4 days.
Probably.
No, because I didn't stitch on it last Sunday. So 3 days, 2 Sundays, and a Saturday. Um, and I got a total of 812 stitches
Wow.
in those 3 days. Yes, I'm very proud of myself. So I don't have any before pictures because I suck at taking pictures. I'm sorry. Um, but here is my progress so far.
Wow.
I'm almost finished with his hat. I have this one stripe here, which is a yellow stripe. I have to finish this yellow stripe. I have a green stripe here and then like partial yellow stripe here because this is his head in this section here. I didn't stitch on it last Sunday because Matthew had games and I didn't want to when I got home. Um, so my goal is that I'm gonna stitch on this on Sundays. Well, my goal is that I have to have it finished before March 28th because on March 28th is opening day, like I said, and I want to start my Dodger gnome. And my Dodger gnome is gonna go here.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna have Packer and Dodgers for sure on this one because this is mine.
Okay.
So this, yeah,
Looks good so far.
so that's what he looks like. Almost done with the top. So yeah, I feel like I have more to say about that. I thought it was gonna be longer, but that's it. I want to get this done before I
How many
do.
more do you have left?
Huh?
How many more projects do you have?
I have two more. Well, I have two more and then my other thing.
Okay. Do you want to go back and forth? What do you want me to do?
You can go, you have six more, so you go ahead and do two.
Okay. Okay, from last poll, I pulled this was Home Sweet Home.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to figure out where to stick the strings that are still attached. But there.
Hmm.
And so I got my home and then these flowers started. And then I finished,
You got
I
some
put
more.
the green down here, this just going across.
Mhm.
So, um, just gonna mention now, I will not iron ever before I go to frame or finish because I know that the more you iron, like the flatter it makes your stitches.
Mhm.
And so that's why I don't iron beforehand. So,
I'm just lazy.
then my other one I'll show you is the one that I got the least amount. This is one I pulled out last night. This is part of my whip go. So I still have a few more days left in the month to work on it, but I got literally 11 stitches in the lights down there.
What is that called?
This is Happy Holiday Gnomes. So I'm supposed to get 500 stitches. I only got 11 so far, but this was harder for me to do only because it's a paper pattern.
Mm-mm.
And working off of paper for me is not my favorite way of cross stitching.
I know. Ever since I downloaded one paid for Pattern Keeper,
Yeah.
that's the only way I was able to get 812 stitches done on that. No, like I wouldn't have done that if it
Yeah.
wasn't for Pattern Keeper. Okay, so my next one is thanks to Nicci because she reminded me that next week is Lunar New Year. Well, she reminded me like last week, so it was 2 weeks until Lunar New Year. And I stitched on this, I don't know how many days. I didn't count that one. But I got 166 stitches done on my Year of the Dragon. This is what we're at.
Oh, he's so cute.
So I finished the dragon. I finished the his like gold
Yep.
bit, and then I started up here on the lantern hangers.
Nice.
I don't know why. I don't know why I did that, but I just wanted to do that. Um, so yeah, I have to finish that. I don't have to. I want to finish it before
Yeah.
what is
There's
it?
no rules. We don't set rules. We set goals and I just try to achieve them. That's all.
Is it the 29th?
Yeah, the 29th. So we have
5
5.
days.
And with work schedule, that might not be possible right now. Okay. So my next one is my jelly jelly world, which is the Haid sale for the year. Here's all the floss, just in case I've never shown it all, but here it all is. And I feel like this is like a jellyfish itself.
Mhm.
And these are, I love these more than I like the binder clips. So
Mhm.
I screwed two of them together so I could get all of them on there.
Yeah, because I'm using two binder clips.
Yeah. I did not get a lot on this because I only worked on it 3 days, but that is all I have.
Oh, wow.
So this is the very end. uh, This is the very end of the page. Like what are my clue? So the bottom of the page already. And
Wow.
the page two. But and I got these bobbies off Amazon.
Mhm.
But what I want to do when I pick it up next is I don't like parking threads. I think that's one of my problems of like not wanting to touch this.
Mhm.
So what I want to do is take the first one of wherever it's parked over here, work it all the way in.
Mhm.
I'm always I started as a very extreme cross country person, and for this I'm just going to go back to it because it makes more sense to me to not
Mhm.
get annoyed. So, yeah. Hopefully I will get some work on this weekend. And then my other new start, because like I said, with my whip goes, I have two boards. One is for new starts. So I started Clementine.
Mhm.
So that is her. And then also that'll be on this blue 14 count Ada will be my funny snowman. I'm just gonna move him over here because they're both smaller and there's enough room on this piece for them. So they'll both be on the blue. So I need to take this piece in and get it inserted at work. And then my other start, because that'll be my fourth start, my fifth start, whatever. Here is Frosty, and here's the chalkboard. So Frosty will go on there. So those are the last two I have to start for this month. And I'll have all four. And one I already finished. So
Yeah. Okay, so then I was like, I don't know why. At some point, I got in my head that Year of the Dragon was one of my pulls. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm working it. And Nicci's like, no, 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 no. No, that was not. That was not one of your pulls at all. And I was like, oh, snipey. What were my pulls? And she said, Christmas on Gingerbread Lane and the Halloween wreath. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And this was like, we were gonna record last Friday, but this was like last,
Thursday.
no, it was like Wednesday or something.
Okay. I
And
knew
I
it was
was
like
like,
right before.
yeah, it was like in the week of our recording. And I'm like, you're telling me this now? Like, if we've had 2 weeks and I've been stitching on all this other stuff, why didn't you tell me then?
I'm not your mom.
You should know by now. If I'm stitching on like random stuff, Heather, what are you doing?
I should.
So then I pulled out my Halloween wreath and I really was over the bow. So this at this point I'm like frustrated. I'm mad at myself because I'm like I could have had like I had 812 stitches done on the packer gnome. I could have put that on something else and whatever. Progress is progress. Anyways, so I took out my Halloween wreath and I decided that I was gonna go over here to this little cat. And I started stitching on this black cat. And I'm still not done with this black cat, but I got I stitched on it today and I didn't add my today's numbers because my tablet's over there in the living room. But
Yeah.
before today, I got 253 stitches.
Still good progress.
So, yeah, but it's all in this cat. Don't ask me where 250, well, more than 253 stitches are in this cat because that doesn't look like two, but whatever.
It doesn't look like it, but yeah, like I will testify for some reason the Halloween wreath, like
And the Christmas wreath is no different.
yeah.
Like, you look at it and you're like, oh, I'll finish that in like an hour. 3 days later, you're still stitching on a goddamn bow. So, yeah, that's what I did. I did my Halloween wreath and I haven't even touched Crystal on Gingerbread and I don't even know what it is.
So
Do some more.
we both got Halloween wreath,
Mm-hmm.
but I got it not only for a poll for us for the podcast, I also got it on my webcam. So I had 1,000 stitches to put in this sucker.
Yeah, I'm not so sad for you anymore.
I did the frog, the candy corn, and then like a lot of the green of the actual wreath on this. But that frog is so dang cute.
There he is.
So I'm over halfway on mine. I'm over halfway. I'm just at the cauldron is start like this right here is outlining the cauldron on the top.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'll be glad not to look at this for a little while again. I know I got 1,000 some stitches on it, but that's all I can tell you. Then I worked on my cousin's wedding piece that I'm frantically trying to get done because I just found out yesterday that the wedding shower is not in April. It has now been moved to March. So all my goals, but all
But
the
you're
flowers,
ahead of the game.
yeah, all the flowers are done. I'm working on the horn on this side, and then I just got always and forever in the middle to put, and I'm just gonna put. I I think I'm just gonna put in her actual wedding date. I'm not even sure yet, or maybe I'll put established like EST.
Mm-hmm.
I I haven't decided yet, or I might not put anything. Who knows? But I think it looks good.
Yeah, that looks good.
So I know I got at least 500 stitches on it. And then when she told me yesterday that it's in January, like the middle of March, I was like, shh, okay, okay, I can do this and have it framed. So that means realistically, I need to have this done by the middle of February so I can take it in to be framed. And that's my other concern. If I get it framed without her, because she doesn't want to see it, this is the huge problem. She doesn't want to see anything I make her beforehand, before it's gifted to her.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to gift her in her bridal shower. Heather is 90 people. 90.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to just hand her this and be like, okay, I'll take you to get it framed.
Mm-hmm.
So now do I go ahead and pick out a frame? You know, a custom frame for her house?
No.
You
I
know?
would do is I would get a frame from Walmart or something like that, Target, put it in the frame, and when she opens it, then let her know, or like put it in your card. Like, this is not its forever frame.
Right.
This is the frame for now. Because you say like A, I don't want it to get wrinkled. B, I don't want it to get shoved, lost somewhere. The frame
Right.
is harder to lose. And then we're gonna go you and me to get it for because you know that anything you pick out, I mean, she's Sam. She's very particular. If you pick something out that she doesn't like, she's gonna be like, "Oh, I love it," to your face. But then deep down inside, she's gonna be like, "I want to change this right now, but I don't want to tell her." You know?
Right.
So
It's just, it's one of those things. And like I said, like now they've decided, like when they bought this house and they started all the planning for the remodel,
mhm,
this was supposed to be their forever home. Well,
mhm.
now husband to be wants 2 to 3 children on top of the 2 she already has.
Hmm.
This is only a 3-bedroom house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little ranch, 1 full bathroom. That's all they got. That's it. That's all. Like my downstairs of this house is bigger than their whole house. And they now have a teenage niece living with them. So, yeah, it's just, I'm like,
That's what I would do because
it's
my sister is very much like Sam.
right.
So I would say that's how I handle my sister.
So that was the other crisis I had. I'm like, oh, I gotta get this done, but I don't know what to do because I don't want to just give it to her and go pick out a frame. And you're gonna hear JJ coming upstairs right now with his phone.
JJ, we're podcasting.
He knows I texted him while he was still at work.
I know. I just want to say
it. Now he came in here to shut the door. Okay. So that is all my whips.
that's all my whips.
Do you have plans? Oh, we have polls. We have to poll first.
I'm not gonna pull.
Here's my phone.
You can pull.
You're not pulling?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm pulling.
I'm just gonna work on whatever I want.
I mean, that's kind of what I did this time too, but
Well, you also did your polls. And to be fair, you have polls still unhighlighted.
oh yeah. Fall no. I have to write these down, guys, because I will forget. And then I'll have to bug Heather later tonight. And then my next one will be
Oh, cool.
my cousin's piece. So at least we know that'll be finished. I'll probably start the third one then.
Sam's.
Mm-hmm. So
If you finish Courtney's.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because you only have 200 something stitches left on it.
Yeah. And then I will start Frosty and the Funny Snowman and the Year of the Snake for plans before next time. Okay. And I do have 2 acquisitions.
Yes, she did.
I have my monthly 4th of a yard of hand dyed 20 count Ada from We Stitch Me, and this one is Honey.
That's pretty.
It's a very pretty color.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had these. I had these on Amazon in my like save for later. Well, they dropped the price by $5 or something. I was like, well, I'm gonna get them now. I thought that these were all on the plastic canvas.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. They sent Ada.
Oh wow.
And felt for the back of them. So I don't know. All the other ones like this I have are on plastic.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that.
I forgot.
What'd you forget?
I forgot to show my other thing.
Go ahead. That's only 2 acquisitions I had.
You're done now?
I'm done.
Okay, so the other night I was texting Nicci and she was and I was listening to my audiobook and so she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm not stitching." And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm working on my diamond art." And she's like, "I didn't know you do that." And I was like, "Yeah, I kind of sometimes." Like I've had this thing that I'm working on for a while and like there's still a lot to do. Granted, it's huge, as Nicci can attest from the picture that covers 3/4 of my son's body that I showed her. I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to get this all in the frame. So I have this That's the bottom. I do diamond painting, and this is the one I'm currently working on. I'm going to show you the whole thing, and then I'll show you the part that I'm working on. It's the Hogwarts crest. It's huge. I
It is.
can't, that's the bottom. So all I've done so far is filling in this top section here.
Wow.
And this has taken so long. I've
Now, is
got,
that a full drill or is that just like portion?
is that what?
A full drill kit or is it like just portions?
No, so the only thing that I have to cover is Hogwarts, the crest, and then this banner down here.
Okay.
So all this black is like black glittery stuff.
Gotcha.
It's not filling. No, hell no, I wouldn't be able to do all that. Like, like it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. I no, no,
Well,
no,
there are people who do the full big ones
no. I
like
don't. I can't do that. Not if it was just black. Like if it was like background design or something, I might be able to do it, but just black, no, thank you.
that.
So she was like, "Why don't you show that on the podcast?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like, I don't know. I never thought about it." So I'm showing it on the podcast. I'm not saying that I'm going to show it every episode. All right.
Sorry.
Now that I'm done rolling it, I can speak because I'm sure you could hear me so well while I was rolling it. Um, I'm not saying that I'm going to work. I'm going to show it every podcast, but here and there, whenever.
Whenever she gets significant work in it.
Yeah, whenever I do enough work, then maybe. I also worked on my Battenberg blanket in this
Oh,
time, but it's not enough to show you any progress. So just know that I did it. I added it like half a row.
so like that 11 stitches I did on that cross stitch.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like I said, my only plans is to finish my whip go call,
Mhm.
start those three other projects, and work on my two pulls.
Mhm.
And we will come back in 2 or 3 weeks. It's been looking more like 3 weeks every time we do it, just because something inevitably comes up with my family or her family or works for both of us.
Yeah, at the 2 week mark. Yeah, something inevitably happens.
I'm back on overtime, which means I now work Saturdays again
Mm. Hmm.
for the foreseeable future till probably November again.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, it is what it is. We come when we can, and if we aren't able to do a podcast for one reason or another, then it's just life.
yep. So,
But yeah, I have nothing to talk about for life stuff. We're
nope.
just same thing, same thing, same thing, different week.
Yep. Yep. I hope everybody is staying safe in the fires and everybody who had the cold snap this week. It was like negative 35 here with wind chills.
Crazy. Yeah, the weather is insane. The fires here, the fires have died down. I think they're mostly out, or yeah.
I couldn't believe, like, I got a picture from my friend in southern Louisiana
Mhm.
the other day. He got 12 inches of snow.
Yeah.
They don't get snow. Like, it's been 150 years.
Yeah, my uncle lives in Mobile, Alabama, and he got snow. Like enough to like stick and be there. And I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, we never get snow. And my mom's like, yeah, like she grew up in she grew up there. And she's like, I've never seen snow there ever. I was like, yeah, it's crazy. So yeah.
Stay warm, stay safe, everybody.
Mhm. Stay healthy. The
Good
flu,
luck.
yeah, the flu and everything else is going around is
I
crazy.
know here at my work, COVID's going around again.
Mhm.
Noro is going around. The stomach flu is going around. Like, I'm pretty much like trying to make sure everybody stays like away from me.
Stay away.
So yeah, stay hydrated, stay with your vitamin C.
Yeah, for sure.
because I definitely have been taking emergency and everything every day before I walk into work.
Hmm. You gotta protect yourself.
Yep.
All right, well, that's all. That's all I got.
We will see you in a fortnight.
Or
Oh,
3.
I know what you didn't talk about. I'm pretty sure Heather already got her book. If you guys do read Fortnite series, the third one did come out.
Oh, Fourth Wing. Yeah,
So,
I did. I didn't get my deluxe edition. It's
no.
fine. Fine. It's fine. Um, yeah, Evelyn offered to wake up early because so it came out on Tuesday. Evelyn's off Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and so she's like, "I'll go," because she knows I was working Tuesday. She's like, "I'll go for you, and be at Target because I wanted the one that was at Target, and you couldn't pre-order it." So I was like, I told her Monday night, I was like, "No, you don't need to do this. Like, I'll just get the one from work because I was sure that we were gonna have one, right? Like, why wouldn't we?" No, there was nothing. Like, I even asked the electronics girl, I was like, "Where is the Onyx Storm books?" And she's like, "The what?" I was like, and I was like, "Is the book guy coming in today?" Because like we have a book vendor that comes and puts our stuff out. And she's like, "No, he comes on Mondays." And I was like, "Okay." So she's like, "But there's some boxes in the back. Let's go see what they are." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So all of the boxes said put out the 28th. And I was like,
Are you kidding? Why
"Okay."
like a week later?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what's in them because like we can't open them until the 28th.
Oh,
We can't open them. He has to open them because like they come to our store, he grabs them, puts them out, and opens them and puts them out. And it's like I don't. They could be in there. It could be. I don't know.
oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, crap. So then I'm texting Evelyn. I'm like, we don't have it, and she's like, okay. And so like I obviously took my card to work, so I have my card. She doesn't have it here. I have it at work. So she's
Right.
like, as soon as you get off, go over there and see if they. And I was like, they're not going to have any more deluxe editions left. I'm just going to get the normal one. They had 4 copies left.
Wow.
4. All the deluxe editions were gone, of course,
Of course.
and they had 4 copies left.
Wow.
Oh my god! Like, and that was at 2:30 in the afternoon.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I got one. I was like, I just want one. Like, just give me one of these. Like,
And I get mine on my Audible, so like I'm not gonna get it till my next credit comes in, obviously.
yeah. I mean, if there was none there, I was gonna just get the Kindle edition and just be fine with that until. But I'm
Right.
still reading Fourth Wing, so or not Fourth Wings. I'm still reading Iron Flame because I did a
But
reread.
aren't you rereading, or is that your first time reading that one?
No, rereading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'll probably finish Iron Flame today. I'm on like chapter 58 or something like that.
But don't talk to Heather after somebody gets killed that she likes in the books. Just don't do it. Because she'll yell at you and anybody else who she can yell at about it. So
I had to grieve Liam's death again. It was hard. I'm I'm still
Here we go.
processing. You brought it up. I had to grieve Liam's death again. There's not like people have died since Liam, and I have not cared as much as Liam's death. And then like when they brought him,
Don't spoil books.
ah,
Don't do it.
okay, whatever. If you've read Iron Flame and Fourth Wing, and you have discussions about, we should just do an Iron Flame and Fourth Wing zoo.
Yeah, if you know anything about me and Heather, we're both very into books. We just don't do any recalls on here because I average a week 10 books.
A week. She said a week. Yeah.
I average about 10 to 15 books a week.
And I can probably do, I probably average a book a week.
Yeah. But I listen on Audible and everywhere else
Mm-hmm.
where Heather physically reads them. So
Yeah, we should do like I would say we should do like a book club, but not many people like the same books that we like. Um, or like have you seen those things that they're on YouTube? Yes, we're just rambling now. You can turn us off if you don't want to listen to this. But the things that are on YouTube where it's like book
Like
sprints,
this and this.
huh?
The ones where they're like, if you like this series, you should read this series.
And no, not those. Where it's
Okay.
like they're book sprints. So like they're it's a live event and there's a host and like Sarah used to do them. Sarah from Canada. What's her name?
From Cozy Ups.
No, she's a floss tuber. She has blonde hair. She lives in Canada. She reads a lot. She
I
crossed it.
probably know exactly who you're talking about, but
I
because
can't
you're
think of
asking me, it's like gone out the window.
I think she's the Canadian Stitcher. For some reason that popped in my head.
I don't remember.
Anyways, the premise, the whole point of them is there's a host and you go on and it's on YouTube, so you can do like a YouTube live, but
Yeah.
you're using like a third party streaming service.
Oh, okay.
So like we it's basically like Zoom but not Zoom. And like we can be on and like we'll set a timer for 25 minutes and everything's quiet. You can stitch, you could knit, you could read, whatever. And then you come back after the 25 minutes is up and you like check in, like how many pages did you get done? What
Oh,
percent
okay.
are you at now? Did you want to talk about your book? Did you like, is anything exciting happening or like,
Yeah.
things like, but it's called a reading sprint. So you come on and like, if you want to finish this book or you want to get like a good chunk of this book done, then it's just kind of like concentrated reading time or
Right.
yeah, that's
I
what it
get
is.
what you're saying. Yeah. That's interesting. Think
But yeah,
about that.
I can't think of what her name is on YouTube. I'll put it on the thing below.
All right. Before we keep
But
rambling, we're
anyways,
gonna
yeah,
go.
have a good week. We'll see ya. We'll
See you
see you
later.
when we
Bye.
bye.